Today, I want to share with you 4 exercises that are pretty simple and should be a quick learn, but they can help you with building up dexterity. They're great warm-up exercises, and I think they're a bit of fun. So, I got these exercises from a violin book because I recently started practicing violin again after I got my violin fixed, and these exercises were pretty fun. They're played on a single string on violin, but I adapted them to the guitar to be on 2 strings at a time. So I want to show you those exercises, give you a couple ideas of things to think about when you're playing them, and then use that as a way to talk about 2-string patterns throughout the neck of the guitar. So there's 5 different sets of 2 strings, and the shapes for these first 5 notes of the major scale are identical on 4 of those 5 sets, and on one it's slightly different. The second and third string are always slightly different. So I'll go through first the exercises just on a one set of strings, and then I'll just show how you can think positionally and use this type of exercise as a way to help you understand these smaller chunks of scales. So to begin, I'm going to start on A on the 4th string, and we're going to be doing a 1 through 5 of the major scale on the 4th string and the 3rd string. So I'm doing 2 notes on the 4th string, and then 3 notes on the 3rd string. So all 4 of these exercises are contained in those 5 notes. It's just different patterns on them. So the first one is just running up and down, and in 16th notes. So you'll be playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, played for 2 measures, and then you repeat it again. So we'll end up playing 8 times up and down the scale, like that, because we'll do 2 measures and then a repeat. So that's the first exercise. And two things to remember as you're doing this. The picking directions, we're going to alternate pick everything. So I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And just continuing that. And so for all the exercises, we're going to keep alternate picking the whole time. And then also accenting every beat. So the first 16th note of each 16th note grouping, you're going to accent. So 1, 2. So I'm trying to play those accents really loud, and then in between notes a lot quieter. And I find it helpful to exaggerate this by playing the accents loudly. So remember those 2 things, the picking pattern, the alternate picking, and the accents as we go through the next ones. So the next exercise goes like this. Do it slowly. And just like the first one, we'll repeat that. So we'll do it twice before moving on to the third exercise. So make sure as you're doing this that you have your fingers covering 4 frets, and you're going to be keeping your finger pattern stuck to those 4 frets. So my second finger begins when I play the A, my 4th finger plays the B, first finger plays the C sharp, second finger plays the D, and my 4th finger plays the E. So in all of these exercises, maintain that position. So the third exercise is starting on the 3rd, the C sharp, and it goes like this, slowly. third of 4, and now the final one is starting on the third, but this time doing the same pattern in the opposite direction. And again, we'll repeat that, and that'll be the end. And at the end, I'm playing an A. So if I played this last one and then concluded it, I would go. So those are the 4 exercises, and here is how it sounds all together. One more way that you can practice these and get more out of this is to swing the 16th notes. So do it straight. Straight meaning every note is even, the length is even. Swung would mean that you're playing a long short pattern. So that would sound like this. So that uneven, long, short, long, short. So here it is swung. The last thing I want to show is how this little pattern can move across the guitar to different areas. And this is a helpful idea for me because a lot of the time what I'm trying to do is take the whole guitar neck and break it down into smaller chunks that are easier for me to think about. And this is a great chunk that is movable to all the string sets. Obviously, just like any other thing, it can be moved as long as you know where to move it and how to move it. So I'm going to start on the 6th string, and I'm going to show you each of the 5 positions where we can play this exercise. If you liked this exercise and wanted to go through all 5 positions, that would be a great warm-up exercise. So starting here, we're going to have our 5 notes, and this is the exact same pattern that we were playing up here, just brought down to the 5th fret on the 6th string, A. So now we're on the 6th and 5th string. So I can do all of these different exercises on that string set. The next string set would be here, playing A on the 12th fret of the 5th string, going to 5th and 4th string, and this is again the same exact finger pattern. The next one is where we did before, right in the middle, 4th and 3rd string. The next one is going to be the odd one out as far as the pattern goes, because 2nd and 3rd strings are tuned to a major 3rd rather than a perfect 4th like the rest of them. So this is going to be like that. So there, and then finally here. 12th fret, or 10th fret on the second string, and now we're on the second and first string, and this is the same pattern as all of these ones. So I hope that you like that exercise, and I found that it was helpful because I don't always do a lot of changing back and forth between these two fingers, and there was a bunch of that in there. So that's an area that I like to strengthen because it's a little weak for me. So I hope it helps you build some dexterity, and that perhaps you could find this useful as a warm-up.